Hello and welcome to this practice where today we are going to focus on the center line of our body and crossing over the center line of the body left to right. So the reason why this is a good thing to practice is it improves your coordination, your body and your self-awareness, and it helps to improve balance. So today we will need a yoga block, optional pillow or a folded blanket just to support the knees, or if the block is too hard, it's a good option to have the block or a folded blanket at hand that you can swap it out as you see fit. If you do need some support with balance, I would recommend having a chair close at hand so you can rest your one hand just on the back of the chair for some extra support. Roll out your yoga mat and let's get started. Getting started today, we'll sit with our legs straight out in front. If it does feel comfortable for you to rather sit up on your block or maybe on your blanket or your pillow, you are welcome to do that. Bring your hands behind you for some support. Slide your shoulders away from your ears, so feel that lift on the heart space as you find length in the spine, rooting your tailbone and your glutes into the mat. Just let your legs completely relax for now. Your gaze is forward, maybe a gentle tuck in the chin to find a bit more length in the back of the neck. You are welcome to close your eyes here if it does feel comfortable, and let yourself land in this room and the space that you're in, stepping onto your mat and stepping into your practice. Just taking a scan of your body as you start to shift your awareness inwards. And just noticing what your body feels like today. Your legs, your back, your shoulders, your neck. Bringing awareness to your breath as well. Just notice what your breath is like today, in and out through your nose. Maybe drawing slightly deeper, more conscious breaths just to bring that awareness to the movement of your breath and the way that your body responds to your breath. The movement in your chest, and then let's just take a nice deep breath in. Long exhale through the nose. Another deep breath in. Slow exhale. Last one, deep breath. Slow and conscious exhale through the nose. And then relax, open your eyes if they're not open already. Let's come and sit up, resting your left hand on your left knee. Reach your right hand forward and flex the wrist, and then bring your awareness to your left foot, so drawing the toes up to the sky. So we're going to do opposite hand and foot here. So point your left toes and then point the right fingertips down to the floor, and then we flex the wrist and the ankle at the same time. Left toes, right fingertips drop down to the floor, and bring it back up, and the last one, point and flex, and then relax, swap sides. So right hand rests on your right knee, left hand reaches forward, flex the wrist, point the toes down to the floor, and fingertips go down as well, and then flex and point, toes and fingertips down, take it slow and steady and flex it up, and the last one, toes and fingers point down and bring it back up, and then relax. Okay, now we're going to try and synchronize both sides at the same time. So let your toes point up to the sky, hands reach forward, flex the wrists. So first left toes point down, right fingertips point down to the floor, and then bring it back up. We'll take it slow and steady. Right toes, left fingertips, and flex. Opposite side, point and flex. and swap sides, point and flex. This does take a little bit of practice. So once you feel that you've got the rhythm, see if you can speed it up a little bit, maybe even synchronize. So as you lift up the one toe and fingertips, swapping. If you get confused or you start doing same fingertips and toes, just stop, pause, reset, and we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and let go. Good. Another cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, side out through the mouth. Roll your shoulders and relax. Good. We'll come and lie down on our backs. Make sure that you've got your block or your pillow or your blanket close at hand, keeping your knees bent. Stretch out the spine, tailbone to the back of the head. Everything is just resting on the mat, and your arms are next to you, shoulders away from the ears. Pausing here just to feel what it feels like to rest on the floor. Feel that connection between your big toes and your pinky toes and your heels in the mat. Your tailbone or your sacrum resting on the floor, your shoulder blades relaxing into the mat. And then make sure that you relax your facial muscles and your jaw as well. Okay, then from here we're going to keep the right foot on the floor. We're going to bring the left knee up to about 90 degrees. So knee and hip in line, and then knee and ankle more or less in line. Bring your right hand in contact with your left knee, and your left hand is next to you with the palm facing down, just to use that arm as an anchor. Then we're going to inhale, straighten out the left leg and reach the right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, come back to your starting position, bringing the hand in contact with the knee. Gently push the knee into the hand. Feel the lower core muscles activate. Long exhale. Inhale, stretch it out. Reach to opposite sides of the room and exhale. Come back to your starting position. Use your exhale, push your lower back into the floor. Knee into the hand to feel the core muscles activate. And we'll do 3 more. So inhale and exhale. Long, complete exhalation as you squeeze all the air out. Inhale and exhale. Hand to knee. Create that resistance. Last one. And exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feeling this hip flexor activate as well. And then relax and bring your left foot down. And bring your right hand to rest next to you with the palm facing down. We'll swap sides. So right knee comes up. Check that your knee is more or less in line with the hip, and then the knee and the ankle. Left hand in contact with the right knee. Inhale, stretch out the right leg. Let it hover just above the floor. Reach the left arm overhead. And exhale. Back to your starting position. Hand meets the knee and the knee pushes into the hand gently and squeeze. Inhale, open up. Long exhale, drawing in the navel, push your lower back into the floor, create that resistance. Full exhalation, 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And relax, bring the foot down. Maybe you started feeling a little bit of heat. Straighten out your legs, take a nice big full body stretch. Reach your arms overhead, open your jaw. Releasing any tension there. Stretch it out, lengthen the spine, spread the fingers and the toes, maybe a bit of rotation. Sometimes it also feels nice just to shake the legs, and then relax. Bend your knees again, place your feet on the floor, cross your right leg over the left leg as if you're sitting on a chair. So we're not doing reclining pigeon, we're closing the legs or crossing the legs completely, bringing the knees together. And then bring your knees in towards you and just hold on wherever you can comfortably reach. So either just holding onto your knees, maybe you can reach down to the shins, reaching down to the ankles or maybe the feet. And the closer that you pull your knees in towards you, the more you'll feel the stretch into the hips and into the glutes. If you feel that you do have a bit more space, notice what happens when you start to open the feet away from your body. So we're increasing the stretch by pulling the feet away from the hips. But if that feels like it's too much, just keep them nice and close to your body, and we'll take a few nice deep breaths here. Soften your shoulders, long spine, tailbone, all the way to the back of the neck. Soften your feet. And just let your hips relax into the stretch. And we're here for a last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. Uncross your legs. Bring your feet back down onto the mat. Cross the other way. So left over right. Knees are together. And bring your knees in towards you. And then we'll do what's right for this side. So either just holding onto the knees or the shins. Maybe the ankles. If you do feel you have more space, you're welcome to pull the legs in nice and close. Maybe start to open the feet away from the hips. We're aiming for a stretch in the outer hips and maybe even into the glutes. You may feel it pulling into your back, your lower back. That's fine. As long as you can breathe comfortably into the stretch. Nice, soft and easy, deep and continuous breaths in and out through the nose. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go wherever you are holding on. Bring your feet back down onto the mat and let that go. Good. We're going to roll onto our side. You can take your block or your cushion here and just use that as a support for your head so that your neck can relax and soften. So you're going to bend your knees at about a 90-degree angle. Knees and ankles are stacked one on top of the other. And then you can bend your elbows, placing your hands and your elbows in contact. If the elbows don't touch, that's okay. See if you can bring the palms of your hands together. We're going to focus on an upper body rotation here. So try and keep your hips stacked and your knees on top of each other as far as possible. Then we're going to inhale, lifting the top arm up. Make sure that those shoulders are pulled away from the ears. Lifting the top arm up. You can follow the hand with your head and drop the arm open towards the back. And then when you exhale, come back to your starting position, bringing the palms of the hands together. Then we're going to inhale, open up, following the movement with your head. Just drop that hand open, stopping where your body stops without forcing the movement open. And exhale to bring the palms of the hands together again. Good. Inhale, twist open, rotating the upper body. And exhale. And 2 more. Inhale. See if you can keep the knees more or less stacked on top of each other. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. And then relax. And then we're going to roll over onto the other side. So making yourself comfortable, even if you need to stack the block and your pillow, that's also a good option. So you just want the neck to feel nice and relaxed. So you're not straining to keep the head or the neck in place. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle, palms are facing each other. Knees and ankles are stacked one on top of the other. And then inhale, lift the top arm up, keeping the elbow bent, drop it open towards the back. Let your head follow as far as your neck allows. And exhale. Slowly bring the palms of the hands together. Inhale, open up. Let gravity do the work to drop that arm down towards the floor. Exhale to bring it back. And inhale, open up. Try and keep the knees on top of each other. If they do slide a bit, that's okay. Feel the stretch in the front of the chest. Exhale to bring it back. And 2 more. Inhale. Don't rush the rotation. Make sure that you pause when you feel that you've reached your limit. And then exhale to slowly and with control bring yourself back to your starting position. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Complete your last movement, palms together, and then relax, and then you can push yourself up and make your way to seated. We're going to sit with our legs straight out in front, but a little bit wider, maybe as wide as your yoga mat, maybe slightly off the mat. And then just to make it a little bit more accessible, come and sit up on your block or your folded blanket or your pillow. So whichever feels most comfortable for you here. So we want to encourage a bit of a anterior tilt in the pelvis here, so the hip bones are leaning forward and the sacrum or the tailbone is pushing out towards the back. Just keep your legs soft and relaxed, so grow nice and tall. Then we're going to inhale, circle the arms up, interlace your fingers behind your head, hug the elbows out to the side, so feel the shoulder blades squeezing towards each other. Inhale, and then exhale, twist, hugging the ribs down towards the left. Stop where your body stops, but it is a bit of work. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, rotate, twist over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Let your hips move if they want to move. Inhale to center. And then exhale, twist to the right. This time we hold, reach your arms out side to side. And then drop the left fingertips, so the front hand to the outside of the right leg. And then bring your right hand and wrap it behind your back. Pull the right shoulder blade back. Your head can look to the back, so we're gently squeezing into a twist here. Using our hands for a bit of leverage. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, release the twist and turn your body forward. Circle the arms up as you inhale. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Hug the elbows out. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. This time we hold, reach your hands out front and back. Take the front hand or the right hand and bring it to the outside of the left leg, and bring your left hand and wrap it around your back. Hug into the twist, pull the left shoulder back. Turn your head to look to the back if your neck allows. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release and let go of the twist. Good. Get off the block. Give the legs a bit of a shake and a wiggle, maybe rubbing the upper legs if you felt them working hard. It's all good. Okay, and then from here we'll come into tabletop, and then we'll come into a low lunge. I like to use my cushion just to pad that back knee. So let's first start with the left leg in front. And then we're going to come up and just check our alignment. So back, hip, and knee is in line. Check that the foot is in line with the knee. And then curl the back toes under and anchor that big toe into the mat so that it's flexing. If at any stage when we are doing the movement you feel your hamstring, your calf, or your foot wants to cramp, just uncurl it and do the movement from here. But let's try if we can have that back toe anchored into the mat. And then the front knee and ankle is also in line, so 2 90-degree angles here, and then anchor that front big toe into the mat as well. Reach both your hands forward, and then we're going to reach the right hand forward, pulling the left shoulder back, but keep the arms straight, and then swap. So pull the left fingertips as if you want to touch the other side of the room, and pull the right shoulder blade back. And then again swapping, pulling right fingertips forward, left shoulder back, and then swap. So we're focusing the movement here on the shoulder blades and the upper back, and forward, and alternate sides, and 3, 2, 1, and then come back with your hands in line with each other, palms facing in. Now we're going to pull the right elbow back, so bring your hand over your chest and then reach it towards the back. Your head can follow. Keep anchoring into the back toe and the front big toe, and then we're going to bring that hand back through center and then reach the right fingertips forward, pulling the left shoulder back as if you're pulling almost on a bow, but you're not bending your elbows. Again, draw the right elbow back over the heart space, reach it to the back, your gaze can follow, and then bring it forward again through center, reach the right fingertips forward and pull the left shoulder back. Last one. Right hand reaches back, open up wide, and then bring the hand back, and then lengthen that right arm forward, pulling the left shoulder blade back, and then square it out. Deep breath in, and relax. Bring your hands back down onto the floor. We'll swap sides. Stepping your right foot forward, and then just taking a moment to check your alignment, patting that back knee if you need to, hip and knee in line, knee and foot in line. Sometimes the foot has a tendency to want to come into the center for balance. Square it behind your knee, uncurl the toes, anchor into that back big toe. Front knee and ankle in line, anchor into the front big toe. Reach your hands forward, and then we'll reach with the left fingertips, pulling the right shoulder blade back, and then reach the right fingertips forward and pull the left shoulder blade back. Keep the arms as straight as you can manage. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, so don't pull your shoulders up to your ears. It's not going to increase the range of movement, and it's also not going to make it easier. You're just going to create more tension. Keep breathing through your nose. And we're here for a last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then square your hands, palms facing each other. Pull the left elbow back. Bring your hands over your heart space, and then reach the hand to the back. Let the head follow. Keep anchoring into that front big toe and the back toe. And then bring it back, reaching it forward, and pull the right shoulder blade back. And again, left hand goes all the way to the back and reach. Bring it forward again. Slow and steady, reach the fingertips forward. And a last one. Inhale as you open up. And exhale as you bring it forward. Reach the left fingertips forward a little bit more, and then relax. Deep breath in, and exhale. Bring your hands down and come back into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Bring your hips back towards your heels, palms facing down. Press firmly into the mat. Lift your knees up. Lift your hips up high. We're going to come to standing, so your feet are just comfortably apart. Your knees are bent. Drop the crown of your head down to the floor and look to the back between your knees. Staying here static, or maybe a gentle sway or a bounce side to side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Bend your knees even more. Anchor into your heels. Squeeze your glutes. Anchor into your big toes. And we start to roll up. So nice active feet, using the strength in your legs to straighten out. Roll your shoulders back. Your head comes up last. Sun breath, inhale, circle the arms up. Bring your palms together. And then melt your hands back to your heart space. Relax your shoulders, root into the floor. Deep breath in. Side out as you exhale. And drop your hands and let go. Okay, good. We're going to do a warrior 3 variation here, and this is where you may need your chair for a bit of balance. And we're going to start with the left foot in front and the right foot at the back. Put a soft bend in that front knee, and make sure that you spread your toes and anchor into that front big toe. Putting your left hand either on your hip or holding onto the back of the chair. And then we're going to start to drop forward, letting your nose lead the way. Keep this nice and contained. So we're keeping the spine nice and long. You can let the back foot start to lift up off the floor and let your right fingertips drop down to the mat. Maybe you only get to halfway. Maybe the fingertips can reach all the way down to the floor. Keep anchoring into that big toe as you come back up to your starting position and ground the back toes. Okay, good. We'll keep going. So drop forward, let the back heel lift up. It doesn't have to lift too high. Reaching the right fingertips down to the mat, and then slowly and steadily working on all those stabilizing muscles. We come back up, feeling the glute and the hamstring kick in. Drop forward, fingertips reach, shoulders are soft, and back. Check that you are breathing in and out through your nose, and drop forward. Strong anchor into that big toe. It's where all That's where the chain starts, the first link. Good. And the last one. Slow and steady. And then come all the way back up. Ground the big toes. Step your feet together. Give that standing leg a shake. Take a cleansing breath. Awesome work. Good. Let's go onto the other side. Right leg in front. Spread the toes. Anchor the big toe onto the ground. Left toes anchored onto the back. Soft bend in that right knee. Bring your right hand onto your right hip or onto the chair on the side if you feel that the side needs a little bit of support. And then again, leading with your nose, keep your back nice and straight. We're going to start lifting up the back leg. Hip points point down to the floor. Left fingertips reach to the mat. Maybe it can go all the way down and touch. Maybe halfway. We'll work to wherever we need to be. And then come back up slow and steady. Drop it forward. Fingertips reach down. Keep anchoring strong into that big toe. And then back up. The leg is working hard. Brain making all those connections to keep you steady. And back. And the last two. Don't rush through it. Even when the leg gets tired. It's okay. And the last one. And bring it back up. Ground the toes and then relax. Give the legs a shake. Give the shoulders a roll. Cleansing breath if you feel that you need it. Okay, good. Let's come and stand with our right leg behind the left. So crossing the feet, you can bring it nice and wide. Again, just make sure you spread the toes, anchoring into the big toes, the pinky toes and the heels. Then circle the arms overhead. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Side bend towards the right. You can even gently pull on the wrist with your right hand just to increase that stretch into the arm, breathing into the left ribs, creating a bit of space into the hip, anchoring strong into the feet. You can even peek underneath your left armpit. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come back to center, bring your palms together, bring your hands to your heart space, drop your nose to your fingertips and then gently roll down. Just let your arms hang, let your upper body drop down as far as your body allows, staying static or maybe a gentle sway side to side. Sometimes it even feels nice just to add a bit of a bounce. And 3, 2, 1, come back to center, anchor into your feet, squeeze your glutes, spread your arms wide as you inhale, circle them all the way back up. Bring your palms together, come back to your heart center, and then release. We'll swap sides, so left leg is at the back, right leg at the front. Cross your feet. If balance really doesn't allow for either of the sides, step your feet together. You can do the practice from there as well. And then circle the arms up, inhale. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand, gently side bend to the left now. Gently pulling on the right wrist to increase the stretch, but only if it feels nice. If you feel like it's pinching the shoulder or it's pushing boundaries, just keep it nice and soft. Breathe into the right ribs. Imagine stretching into the right hip, anchoring into the heels, big toes, pinky toes. Steady breaths in and out. You can even peek underneath the right armpit if that feels okay for the neck. A few more breaths. Good. Release. Slowly come back to center. Press your palms together. Bring your hands to your heart space. Drop nose to fingertips and gently roll down. Let your arms hang and let gravity do the work. Once you reach your limit, either just staying here hanging or adding a gentle bounce or a sway side to side. Keep rooting into your feet. And 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. If you are swaying, squeeze your glutes, push into your feet. Spread the arms wide and inhale as you circle the arms up. Palms together and back to your center. Good. Uncross your legs. Again, if you feel that you need to just give the ankles a rotation or the legs a shake, maybe the shoulders a roll, just let your body shake it out and release. And then we're just going to come down onto the mat and lie down on our back. So make your way down onto the floor in any way that works for you. I'll meet you there, making sure that you've got either your block or your pillow, your folded blanket close at hand. And for now, we're just going to keep the knees bent. And then again, cross your right leg over your left as if you're sitting on a chair. You can decide what to do with your arms, so just keeping them resting next to you, maybe out to the sides, or maybe you want to rest them overhead, or even interlace your fingers behind your head, dropping the elbows out to the sides. Inhale and then exhale, drop your knees over to the left for twisted roots. So you can just adjust, shifting onto the hips, let your feet soften and your hips relax. If you feel that the weight of the legs pulls you too deeply into the twist and it's uncomfortable for your back, you are welcome to use your block just to prop up the knees and just to control the depth that you push into the twist. And if this is not serving you today, then just bring your legs one on top of the other, just doing the normal sleeping abdominal twist with the legs stacked. Just keep your head today wherever it feels comfortable. Let yourself soften. Shifting your breath to your navel, breathing towards the lower belly, towards the pelvic floor. And exhale, letting the navel sink down, and feel your shoulder blades soften when you exhale. Your feet are relaxed. There's no tension in your jaw. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Okay, to release, we'll take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, draw your navel in, hug in the lower belly, and then slowly bring your knees back up to center, pushing your lower back into the floor. Uncross your legs, and then we'll do the other side. So left leg over the right now, hugging your knees together. Inhale and exhale, drop over to the other side. Check in with your arms and your shoulders, making sure that they're still happy. If you feel numbness or tingling, maybe just let your arms change position. Adjusting for what's right on this side. So either taking support of the block or maybe just stacking the legs one on top of the other for your normal sleeping abdominal twist. Don't force yourself into a pose that's not serving you. Once you've found your shape, coming to a space that feels sustainable, let your body soften, softening the legs and the hips. Breathe into your belly. Let your shoulder blades soften onto the mat. Your eyes and your jaws soft. And your breath moves continuously in and out through your nose. Last few breaths here. Okay, to release, deep breath in. Exhale, drawing your navel, hugging the lower belly muscles in. Use that to bring your knees back up to center. Uncross your legs and release. Find any movement here that feels good. So maybe windscreen wiping the knees side to side. Maybe you just want to tuck your knees in, rounding the lower back away from the floor, or playing around with the knees and just finding here what feels good. Sometimes it also feels nice just to stretch out again, do a nice big full body stretch. You can even alternate right and left. lengthening the side body. So really just fine movement here. That feels good. So keeping that awareness in your body and in your practice. Okay, we'll take a last few seconds here. Then we'll come back to center. Bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Take your block. Push into your feet evenly and bring your block in underneath your sacrum. So letting your glutes just rest comfortably on the block. Your feet are nice and wide. Arms next to you with the palms facing up, snuggling your shoulder blades in underneath you to open up that heart space. So we are in a supported bridge pose. If you feel that the block is uncomfortable, you're welcome to swap it out. We're going to stay here for a little while, so really just make sure that this feels sustainable for you. Bring your awareness now to your toes. Feel your big toes anchoring into the floor. Bring your awareness to your hips. Let your hips soften. Feel your sacrum resting comfortably on your block or on your pillow or blanket. Maybe on the floor if that's what you've decided is right for today. And just let your glutes soften. Draw your breath to your lower belly. So feeling the navel rise when you inhale and sink back down when you exhale. There's no effort in this breath. It's not an active belly breath. It's just a gentle shift here, keeping the breath continuously flowing in and out. Feel your shoulder blades soften, resting firmly on the mat. Your arms are relaxed. You can bring them out just comfortably wide to let yourself take up some space. Your neck is soft if you want to roll your head side to side just to check. And your eyes and your jaw and your facial muscles are completely soft and relaxed. Bring your awareness again to your big toes. Feel them anchoring into the floor. Bring your awareness to your hips and your sacrum. Feel the contact, the back of the pelvis and the glutes resting on the surface. Feel your breath moving to your lower belly. Feel your shoulder blades connected to the floor, but your shoulders are soft and relaxed away from your ears. Your arms are heavy. Let your arms take up space. Your neck is soft. Your jaw is soft. Your eyes are relaxed. Now we'll stay here for a few more breaths, keeping your awareness in the shape. start to release. Feel the feet anchored firmly onto the mat. Squeeze your glutes lightly, push into both feet evenly to lift your body up off the block. Slide it out from underneath you. Set it to one side. And then you can hug your knees in towards you. Maybe a gentle rock side to side if that feels good. And then we'll come to center, inhale, and then exhale, lift your head and your shoulders, bring your nose between your knees. Give yourself a squeeze here as you tuck yourself into a tight little ball. And then relax your head down. Roll over onto any side that feels comfortable. Pausing here just to let yourself adjust. You are welcome to open your eyes, coming into the space and into the room. And then push yourself up to seated. Come back to center on your mat. Just finding a comfortable seat. Bring the hands out to the sides. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Bring your palms together. Come to your heart center again. Drop nose to fingertips as we bow in gratitude for our bodies and for our practice. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste.